Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Amina EducationWali from Rehan AI Teacher Training. Today we have a topic that is how to find balance in a digital world. Today everything is come on the digital thing. So let's get started this topic in a brief discussion with the ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT.
Walaikum assalam, Amina. That sounds like a fantastic topic. We're definitely living in a digital age and finding balance is more important than ever. I'm excited to dive into the discussion with you. Hi there, ChatGPT. Let's get started.
What does digital balance really mean?
Great question. Digital balance essentially means maintaining a healthy relationship with technology. It's about using digital tools and devices in ways that support your well-being rather than overwhelm it. It involves setting boundaries, being mindful of screen time, and ensuring that technology enhances your life rather than detracts from it. It's all about finding that sweet spot where technology serves you well without taking over.
How does excessive screen time affect mental health?
Excessive screen time can impact mental health in several ways. It can lead to increased stress and anxiety, as constant notifications and information overload can keep the mind in a heightened state of alertness. It can also contribute to sleep disturbances, since screen exposure, especially before bedtime, can interfere with the body's natural sleep cycles. Additionally, too much screen time can reduce face-to-face social interactions, which can lead to feelings of isolation or loneliness. Overall, it's about finding that healthy balance to protect our mental well-being.
What are the signs of digital overload?
Some common signs of digital overload include feeling constantly fatigued or mentally drained, having trouble focusing or staying productive, experiencing irritability or mood swings, and noticing physical symptoms like eye strain, headaches, or disrupted sleep. You might also find yourself mindlessly scrolling or feeling anxious when you're away from your devices. Recognizing these signs early can help you take steps to restore balance and well-being.
Why is it hard to disconnect from our devices?
It can be tough to disconnect because our devices are designed to be highly engaging and rewarding. Notifications, social media updates, and constant streams of information trigger our brain's reward system, making us want to check them repeatedly. Additionally, our devices have become integral to our daily lives. Work, social connections, entertainment, and even self-care are all mediated through screens. Plus, there's a cultural aspect. We often feel pressure to stay connected and responsive, which makes unplugging even more challenging. It's definitely a habit that takes conscious effort to shift.
Mhm. How does constant connectivity impact focus and attention?
Constant connectivity can really fragment our attention. Every notification or alert interrupts our focus, making it harder to stay deeply engaged in a single task. Over time, this leads to reduced attention span and a lower ability to concentrate for extended periods. It can also create a kind of mental fatigue where we're constantly switching between tasks and never truly resting. This fragmented attention can diminish productivity and creativity, making it challenging to complete tasks efficiently or deeply.
Okay. How does digital consumption affect emotional health?
Digital consumption can have a significant impact on emotional health in a few ways. For instance, constant exposure to social media can lead to comparison and feelings of inadequacy, as we often see curated, idealized versions of others' lives. This can contribute to anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression. Additionally, the constant stream of news or negative content can heighten stress and create a sense of overwhelm. On the flip side, positive digital interactions like supportive communities or educational content can enhance well-being. It's all about finding a balanced, mindful approach to digital consumption.
Okay. Can social media influence self esteem and why?
Absolutely. Social media can have a notable impact on self-esteem. This is largely because people tend to share only the highlights of their lives, creating a kind of distorted reality. When we compare ourselves to these idealized images, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy or insecurity. Additionally, the validation we seek through likes, comments, and followers can become a measure of self-worth, which can be both empowering and damaging. Over time, this can lead to decreased self-esteem and even anxiety or depression. It's important to approach social media mindfully and maintain a healthy perspective.
Mhm. Okay, how does comparison culture affect our mindset?
Comparison culture can really shape our mindset in a few profound ways. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, self doubt, and even jealousy. This kind of mindset often shifts our focus away from our own unique strengths and achievements and instead fixates on what we perceive as other successes. Over time, this can create a fixed mindset where we believe our abilities and worth are static and based on comparisons rather than growth. On the flip side, it can also fuel unhealthy perfectionism and make it harder to appreciate our own journey. The key is cultivating self awareness and focusing on personal growth rather than comparison.
What role does mindfulness play in digital balance?
Mindfulness plays a really crucial role in achieving digital balance. It helps us become more aware of our digital habits and recognize when and how we're getting distracted. By practicing mindfulness, we can create intentional pauses, making conscious choices about when and how we engage with technology. This leads to better focus, reduced stress, and a greater sense of presence. Mindfulness also encourages us to be more present in real life interactions, helping us to build deeper connections and find more balance between the digital and the physical world.
How can technology increase stress without us noticing?
Technology can subtly increase stress in a few ways. For example, constant notifications and the pressure to respond immediately can keep our minds in a heightened state of alertness, making it difficult to relax. Also, the endless stream of information and the need to stay updated can create a subtle background anxiety, even if we're not fully aware of it. Additionally, comparing ourselves to others on social media can lead to feelings of inadequacy or pressure to measure up, which gradually builds stress. Lastly, the blurring of boundaries between work and personal life, thanks to digital connectivity, can make it harder to unwind and truly disconnect, adding to overall stress.
How can we set healthy digital boundaries?
Setting healthy digital boundaries involves a few intentional steps. First, you can establish specific times for checking emails or social media and then stick to those times. Another strategy is to create tech free zones or times like during meals or before bedtime to help unwind. You can also turn off non essential notifications to reduce interruptions and stay focused. It's also helpful to set clear boundaries with work, like designating specific work hours and then disconnecting afterward. And lastly, being mindful about the content you consume can help. So choosing quality over quantity makes a big difference. It's all about being intentional and consistent.
What is digital detox and is it really necessary?
A digital detox is essentially a period of time when you intentionally unplug from all digital devices like smartphones, computers, and tablets to give your mind and body a break. It can be as short as a few hours or as long as several days. The necessity of a digital detox really depends on how much technology is impacting your well-being. For some, it's a powerful way to reset, reduce stress, and improve focus. It also helps to restore real life connections and can boost creativity and mental clarity. While it might not be strictly necessary for everyone, it's definitely beneficial as a regular practice to maintain a healthy digital balance.
What are the realistic screen time limits for adults?
Realistic screen time limits for adults can vary depending on individual lifestyles and responsibilities, but a good guideline is to aim for balance. For example, keeping non work related screen time to about 2 hours a day can help maintain overall well being. It's also important to take regular breaks, like the 20 rule, where every 20 minutes you look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. For work related screen time, it's about setting boundaries, like limiting overtime or making sure you have tech free periods in the evening. Ultimately, the key is to be mindful and flexible, adjusting limits based on how you feel and the demands of your day.
Okay, how can parents manage children's screen time wisely?
Managing children's screen time wisely involves a combination of clear guidelines, consistent routines, and open communication. One approach is to set specific time limits for screen use each day and ensure that these limits are age appropriate. It's also helpful to create tech-free zones like during meals or in bedrooms to encourage more face-to-face interaction. Another key is to model healthy screen habits yourself, as kids often imitate what they see. Engaging children in alternative activities like outdoor play, reading, or creative projects can help balance screen time. It's also important to have open conversations with them about the content they're consuming, encouraging them to make thoughtful choices. And finally, consistency and flexibility are key. Adapting is needed based on your child's age and development.
Okay. How can AI and digital tools support learning instead of distractions?
AI and digital tools can really enhance learning by providing personalized and adaptive experiences. For example, AI can tailor educational content to each learner's pace and style, helping them grasp concepts more effectively. They can also offer immediate feedback, which keeps learners engaged and helps them correct mistakes in real time. Additionally, digital tools can make learning more interactive and engaging through gamification, virtual simulations, and immersive experiences. They also enable access to a wealth of resources and diverse perspectives, making learning more comprehensive. The key is to use these tools mindfully, setting clear goals and limits so that they remain supportive rather than distracting.
What habits help us use technology intentionally?
A few great habits include setting specific intentions before you use technology, like deciding what you want to achieve in a session and then sticking to it. Another habit is to schedule tech-free times or zones, like having certain periods of the day where devices are put away, such as during meals or family time. You can also practice mindful consumption by regularly reflecting on how certain apps or platforms make you feel and adjusting your usage accordingly. Another helpful habit is using productivity tools that limit or block distracting sites during certain times. Lastly, building in regular digital detoxes or breaks can help keep your technology use intentional and balanced.
Okay. How do notifications affect our brain?
Notifications can have a pretty significant impact on our brain. Each alert triggers a small release of dopamine, which is the brain's feel-good neurotransmitter. This can create a kind of reward loop, making us want to check our devices more frequently. Over time, this can lead to habit formation and even dependence on those constant updates. Additionally, frequent notifications can interrupt our focus and reduce our ability to concentrate deeply on tasks. This constant switching can lead to mental fatigue and decreased productivity. So while notifications are helpful in keeping us informed, managing them mindfully is key to maintaining focus and well-being.
Okay. What role does sleep play in digital well being?
Sleep plays a foundational role in digital well-being because it helps our brain and body recharge and recover from the day. When we get enough quality sleep, we're better able to manage stress, maintain focus, and regulate our emotions, all of which are crucial for healthy digital habits. On the other hand, poor sleep, often caused by excessive screen time, especially before bed, can lead to disrupted sleep cycles, making it harder to concentrate and increasing irritability. Maintaining good sleep hygiene, like limiting screen time before bed, keeping a consistent sleep schedule, and creating a calm, tech-free bedtime routine helps ensure that our digital lows so negatively impact our well-being.
Okay. How can morning and night routines reduce screen dependence?
Morning and night routines can really help by setting clear boundaries around screen time. In the morning, starting the day without screens, like by engaging in a calming activity such as meditation, stretching, or reading, can help set a positive focus tone for the day. It reduces the temptation to dive straight into notifications and helps boost mindfulness. Similarly, at night, having a tech-free wind down routine, like turning off screens an hour before bed, helps signal to your brain that it's time to relax. This can improve sleep quality and reduce the mental stimulation that screens often cause. Over time, these intentional routines help break the cycle of screen dependence and foster healthier digital habits.
Okay, that's a wonderful conversation with you, ChatGPT. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you have any more insights or just want to chat again, I'm here. Have a great day.